So this is a workflow that I use for my own clients from years now. This is how I work, and this is, I think, how everybody should work when building a website. So if you are a business owner, you can see how to build a great website by yourself with all the steps. And if you are a freelance, or if you are in an agency or in a big company or whatever, and you have never seen this, then this is for you. This is from scratch to the launch and post-launch of the website. We will see things in details here, but mainly about the workflow. So let's start right away. So first, before having a website, you need a branding. So the branding can be already done, and then it's good. Then you can go on the next steps of the workflow. So I will put the branding here. So if you don't have a branding, what to do? You need what I call an MVB, minimum viable branding. What is it for? It is your colors, it is your culture and motto and stuff like that for your branding, a name and a logo. So this can be really fast, and any designer could and have not normally should have the skills to do this MVB. So let's say that you have now your branding on. So after that, you will have some elements. So the first thing that a web designer should do, and for you to build a website, is to start with a questionnaire. A questionnaire, what is it for? It is to streamline. It will be the first pillar of of the workflow. Okay. So what I use personally. So I know people have their preferences, but I tested many things. I test things all the day. I spend hours every day to learn new stuff, new tools, etc. I'm a bit obsessed with this. And JotForm is just the best one. First, if you are freelance or even a business owner, you need just one form. And the free version, as for now, is enough. Okay, you need just one form and it will be good. And with this one form, you can use it for each of your clients. This form should can be between 30, 40 to 100 questions. I know it could seem a lot, but for you as the client, or for your clients, um, it makes think about the business, because if you have good questions into the questionnaire, maybe they forget themselves things, and they will think about new stuff. Maybe they will need to go deeper into the business. So this form is a lot of value. And then it shows professionalism, and it is your pillar for all the other steps. And this questionnaire can be used by AIs, because you can use the information inside to feed AIs with it and to have precise and good answers. What I like with JotForm, so this is not paid, okay? I just use those tools. What I like also is that your client can fill some stuff on the form, and then come back later to the form, and it will be saved. So they don't have to do everything at once. If they need 1 week to fill the form, or 2 weeks, they can do it with safely, with the question saved. And for you later, it will gain you a huge amount of time. So it's better to spend more time into this first step than to have unprecise and lost times and gather information here and there in other places. Everything happens first in the form. Okay, so you have one template that you can start from into JotForm. So it's the website questionnaire form. You have 2 or 3 other templates like this, and then you can ask the AI, or with your own experiences and stuff like that, the question to ads. And Jotform is really specialized into forms. It's really great. You can do many things, and maybe you will like it for other stuff. And how it stores the information is really great. It's like a spreadsheet. It's very interesting. It's very simple to use. It's straightforward. It's very fast. Don't think too much. If you have another preferred tool, go ahead. But I tried many tools with Google, with Notion or whatever. Jotform, this is the way, okay? And you can extract everything as a PDF. So to feed an AI, also it's very convenient. So this is very important. I should be putting this in a red because it's absolutely necessary. Okay. And maybe this form was before with the branding, so this is good. But here it's specifically for the website, so we have to do it again. Maybe if you have already answers because you have a branding, you can pre-fill it for your client. Then next, what comes? It's the strategy deck. The strategy deck is also very important. So this is the brand strategy deck. Okay. So here I can adjust here, brand strategy deck or website, brand website. It's both website strategy deck. So this also, maybe you have one with your branding, but here it's more specific to the website. So I built it. I created a template here in Canvas. I should maybe soon release it publicly. So you can see here, so it's embedded. Okay, so I created one in Canvas. And so I have this template. I just have to duplicate it for each client. And thanks to the questionnaire, I can pre-fill this with the help of AI for my client. And then I give it to the client, and the client can make its own modifications. So this is really nice because also it will permit the client to go deeper into its business, to see what you did. People in general are impressed because it's really good because of a good quality questionnaire. Then the AI is helping you here. So this is really nice, and they can keep it, and this is also a valuable element. So you have here you have so first the content of the thing. So we go through identity, audience marketing, website, and creative. So the brand mission, what, how, why, the values, the tone of voice. So you have cursors here that you can manage. Competitor analysis, set ourselves apart. So USP, messaging, values, aesthetics. It's not exactly finished. I need to modify one or two things here. Audience persona, the name of the persona, brand story, script, desire, villain, philosophy, internal problem, external problems, transformation of the client of your clients, or you as a business owner if you watch this video. So from the struggle of your client to the transformations, the marketing, so awareness, so people unaware of your brand, problem aware, unaware of their problem, sorry, problem aware, product aware. This I need to modify because I rebuilt it from another one into Canvas. This is why it's not finished. I was doing it into Figma before, and I just duplicate also into Figma, but it's more convenient in Canvas now. Awareness, so solution aware, the journey of your customer on the website, awareness, consideration, decision, purchase, retention, website, the sitemap. So here we use Octopus or Reloom. We will see this in a minute. Creative direction. So here you put your images and whatever you want for the creative creative direction of the website. and that's it. So you can duplicate page if you have one to creative direction or if you want to show more images. So this is the brand strategy deck that is really essential for the website. Okay, here. Then after that, inside you see that we have the sitemap, but it can come after or at the same time. Sometimes things can come in parallel, and it depends if you are working as a studio or stuff like that. You can sometimes put things in parallel. Okay, so here it is the flowchart, but flowchart is sometimes malleable. So if it's an English word. So sitemaps. So we have two ways here. You have octopus.do here to build a sitemap. Really love this website. I can click here. So here you have AI, you can import a URL so you can see, for example, if you want a new website, you can import your old website URL and to have the old sitemap and then modify from here. Very, very good tool. You have many things. You have the free stuff in general is enough. So here you have your page. What is good, it can be also a first draft for a wireframe. So a very light wireframe, so you can have the sections, and so you can build the sitemap here. So which page, for example, so you have the home page, you have the pricing page here, then you have the blog page, for example. Connected to the blog page, you will have the article page, etc., etc., and you can build each. Oops, please, no. I think it's no. Here it's a bit confusing. Here. Yes, it's here. I think. Yeah. So you can add your section and stuff. Oh, what did I do? So, so this is really, really good. I love this website. So this is for people that are not using Reloom. You have this solution. Then for the sitemap, you have Reloom that you can use. So here you have Reloom. So I prepared an example here. So basically with AI, here I just typed AI SaaS, but it can build something for you. So I don't recommend to use this. You have to go through the steps and know what you want, etc. And you can build block by block and not doing it by AI, but you can use AI anyway. So here it's the same, but here it generated like automatically with AI. Okay. So I will show you. I will show you. Okay. So this tool is very impressive. This is one of the best website tools ever. So new project. So AI SaaS. I will show you how it generates. So generate sitemaps. You see no tricks here, generated by AI, and you see it's building everything with the sections into it. Okay, with the sitemap, about us, services, service 1, 2, and you can move everything if you want, even your navbar here or whatever. You can add elements, whatever you want. You can write here also, and the title. You can modify everything. It will generate wireframes for you with AI right now. As I say, I don't recommend to do this with AI. Maybe if you go really fast and you need something in one day and you don't care and you just want to throw things or to test, okay. But the goal here is to make a website that have an ROI and brings you client and conversion and bring you money. That's the idea. It's you put $1,000 into your website, and hopefully it will bring you 10,000 or more in your pocket. So don't use AI for everything, or don't miss the steps and create purposefully the things. So here you see it creates everything. It's not great, this one, but it's very simple. It's normal, but you can modify everything, adding section and stuff. They have thousands of sections that you can add. It will write also the content alone. You can rewrite every content that there is here. You can modify stuff, etc. This is really incredible, and it can do for every page with the pro version. And you have the style guide. So if you have no idea and you want your MVB, you can use this tool. So your MVB, it will be with typo, colors, so maybe your logo and stuff like that. And here, for example, you see it's really crazy. This is the best. This is 1,000 times better than Lovable and all this BS stuff that you find across the internet with AI builders. Reloom, it's built by web designers. Okay, this is designers and developers that makes Fusion for this software, and this is just incredible. It's beautiful, it's functional, and we will see later that we can go even further with this tool. So you have Reloom, the 3 steps. So wireframing, so sitemap, Reloom, and Octopus. Wireframing, Octopus and Reloom, but here you can use Reloom also. And the copy. So once you have your wireframing and sitemap, you can go on the copy. You have the help of AI fed by your brand strategy and the questionnaire, and maybe other details of your company and your marketing team or whatever. Use copywriting tricks. Look on the internet. You can go on Perplexity. Okay, perplexity.ai. You can make search here on what the best practice. Okay, etc. So you create your copy. For example, in Reloom, you can write your copy directly into the wireframes, or you can do it into Figma, for example. That's better. You can do it in Google Docs. Okay, that's not a problem, but it's better to have something that looks like this, and to put the copy here, so you can see more or less how long is the title, the paragraph, and stuff like that. So this is a better practice. Then come the content creation. The content creation, I feel that we mix often copy and content creation. So yes, copy is content, but I mean content creation is videos, illustrations, sounds, photography. So this, if your branding already exists, or you have elements and stuff like that, can be prepared in parallel, but be careful to not do it too soon, because you can lose a lot of time here. So if you do exactly in the order, maybe you will feel going here. It depends of how fast you are. If you work alone, what is your workflow, doing everything? What is your client have already videos, illustrations, or stuff like that? In general, if you are good, you know more or less in advance, like, okay, if it's a company, please give me the photography of your employees, maybe a video or photography of the building of your business, or stuff like that. Maybe they have already videos. So this also, you should it should be in the form here. So they should give some elements here, for example, a link to a Dropbox into the form, photography and stuff like that. This should be gathered here mostly. Okay. But sometimes specific elements will be at this stage, and sometimes it can be started a bit before. But of course, the questionnaire will help a lot, and the brand strategy deck to make decisions here, to not lose time and resources. So here you have different ways. If it's abstract stuff, you can use Midjourney. For photography, also you can use Midjourney. There are plenty of solutions here. Did this require a full video on it? Just be creative and smart, and of course it depends on each business there are so many possibilities here. We can't tell general things, but here is the workflow. And then once you have gathered all the content, the copy, the wireframing is validated. So validated. In the order, we can go on hi-fi design. Hi-fi design, what is it? So it's not this, but this is what will look like this. Okay, so this is a finished website mainly. Okay, so if I log out, maybe blah, 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 so log out. So here, so you have, so the hi-fi design, it's when in Figma. Okay, you are in Figma. So Figma, it is a design tool, or Penpot. Penpot is a great tool also. Penpot, this is this. So you have Penpot here, that is an alternative to Figma. This is great, and I hope they will beat Figma into the game. This is open source. This is really great. You have also Sketch. If you work on Mac, I hate Mac, but and I'm really, really sad that Sketch works only on Mac, but I would rather prefer using Sketch, but this is good. Or Figma as an industry standard also. So hi-fi design is when you have all the little things, the design, the colors, the stuff, the images, the videos put in here. So it's not a prototype, hi-fi design, but it may be a prototype. But yeah, this is the hi-fi design part. So in Figma, Penpot, Sketch, and then we come to the development. So here I will talk a bit about Webflow, because I was specialized into Webflow for 6 years. I built website every day on Webflow. Now I abandoned Webflow for many reasons. I don't recommend today to use Webflow. You have a lot of alternatives. Here you have Webstudio, TeleportHQ. This is my two favorites. You have Squarespace, that is really, really great. And often forgotten. I don't know. People forget about Squarespace, but it's really fun to build on it. They have a really great templates. The AI builder of Squarespace is really good. The AI builder of TeleportHQ is really, really good. It's really surprising. Shopify, if you want an e-commerce, don't look for other things. Please, if you build an e-commerce, go on Shopify. If you are a consultant, an individual, or very, very small business, you can use the e-commerce part of Squarespace for digital product and stuff like that. This is very good. You have Ycode, you have DivHunt, really, really cool. Versoli, Nordcraft, and of course you have hard-coded websites. This is still a great solution, and a lot easier now with AI, but I don't recommend for beginners. But for developers, now we have a really solid, easier solutions with Netlify, yes, but Next.js. I forget the name of everything. I use it every day today. Anyway, so you have this. So what is my workflow here with development? So once everything is done, if I worked with Reloom, and when I was using Webflow, and here I'm talking to Webflow developers or people that want to build a website on Webflow, go with Reloom. Okay, no, don't think too much don't think too much, please. Reloom is almost perfect. Combined with Webflow, it's just crazy. Some designers, if they didn't use it, they say we are limited. No, you are not limited. You have constraints, you have rules, but you can modify everything. And then it is your skills and your brain that you will come up with something that is unique. It's all the designy stuff and assets that will make the difference and a great website and the copy and stuff, and not going from scratch. Here you can accelerate 100 times the build here with that. So I will show you into Webflow. So let's say I built from Reloom. So Reloom has plugin for Figma. So you can copy paste literally. So login, blah, 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 blah. Continue, blah, blah. Oh, okay. So you can literally copy paste in Figma. So you can copy this. I think I'm not sure for the style guide, but the wireframe, you can take this. So you can take the page here. Oops. You can take the page. Okay. You hit Control C. Okay. So you copy here the page, and you can copy the full page into Figma. So this is crazy. And Figma, you have also the style guide from Reloom. So I will show you, because I think people, even designers, are not aware from this, and it drives me crazy. Reloom, it's the standard. I'm sorry. Today, if you are a website designer, you work in an agency, into a company, or you want to build a website yourself, you have to use Reloom. That's it. This is like Figma for the industry. Now you have to complement it with Reloom. That's it. So you have the style guide that you can find in the community into Figma. Here it's the v3.3. Keep it to up to date. You have sitemaps. You have the pages already built in. So this is a full workflow for designers already into Reloom. So you put your sitemap here. You can put your wireframes that you copy paste here. Literally here, I just copy pasted what you see here. Okay. And I copy paste here, and then you can modify. You have also already elements here that you can use. This is crazy. You have the components already. So you change the color of one thing, it will change the color of everything. Same for things. And because Reloom is they are a web designer before being Reloom, so they know everything. It's the sizing and everything. It's based on a 4-pixel grid and stuff like this. So I would go from Reloom, then at this stage, build my website. Okay, I did the wireframe, hi-fi design. Okay, I transformed it, and now I will use the plugin. And then you can also, what I prefer is to copy paste from here. Okay, also you can do this from here. You can copy paste everything into Webflow. Into Webflow, you have a plugin for Reloom. You can literally copy paste the page. Okay, that's simple as that. And what I do from now for the development part, before developing into Webflow, you can't go without this. So first, you have to know client first. Okay, maybe you use Lumos and stuff like that, but the standard is client first, or the Reloom style guide. The Reloom style guide is based on the client first by FinSuite. What is a style guide? So I show you. So by the way, you find it into Made in Webflow. You type Reloom style guide and client first style guide, and you will find them. Then you clone. Then it will be your starter for each project. Okay. Don't think twice. It's mandatory to build great websites. Okay. If you use Lumos and stuff like that, we will talk about personalization later. But your base should be a style guide, whatever it is. Maybe it's not client first. Okay. Even for client first, each developer and inside the creators of the client first, so their name is FinSuite, they use it differently, but this is the base here. So you have the page here. So you can set up here before building. You have to set up your style guide. So with all the fonts, the colors, the sizes, and stuff like that. What I like with the one from Reloom, so you can integrate Reloom in each aspect of the website workflow we've seen here. And it's simpler than the actual FinSuite client first. But you have to use both. And why? Because this one, so it is if you use Reloom as your main workflow, and please designers now to deliver fast, efficient, and websites that are selling for your client and not just a crazy animated BS website for awards. Here we build website that drove business. Okay, so use Reloom and this, and it's compatible with a very beautiful website. Okay, but respect the basics. Be oriented by the goal. It's to make business. A website is to do business for your client, and then you can build around it. So this is why this is important. So what do you do? So I will show you now the Reloom one. So open in Webflow, the FinSuite one that you need also, style guide. So you will see that it's more complex, it's deeper and stuff. So what you will do from here, if you are a Webflow developer or developer using Webflow, whatever, you will personalize those style guides. It's very important. Why? Because it's missing some elements inside, and you will see that after building website and website, you always add stuff, delete stuff. So one, make sure it's up to date. So regularly look, they don't release new style guide. But for example, you know that the homepage here, you have to delete it. Okay. So just here, for example, delete this, save it. And this is your template, so you don't have to delete it each time you duplicate it. Same for here. If you have Webflow is so slow. This is why, this is one of many reasons I stopped using Webflow. Yeah, Webflow. So much opportunities and wasted stuff. This is the problem with VC-backed companies. They finish to be to die from doing stuff that are not good. That's just crazy. I want to show you something, and Webflow do not work. 1 gigabyte. I did nothing. Okay, I did nothing. I have a computer with 24 gigabyte of RAM. I just cleaned everything yesterday. Yes, okay. So it's not working. Anyway, I can still explain to you. So there are things that you will repeat websites after websites after websites. So for example, into the custom code. So here, of course, I can because I have to pay for it for Webflow. As I deleted even my profile, I don't have access. But here you should be able to put custom code. And here, for example, you will put code to automatically update the copyright below the website for the date of for the year of the copyright. You will, for example, what I like to add for website is when you highlight something here, you can change the color. So I put the color of the client, for example. So this, I put the code already into my style guide. I will put the code for anti-aliasing font stuff. I will maybe put, I don't know, analytics code. I will put Lenny's smooth scroll if I like to put it on any website. It's faster to delete it than to add it again. And many little things like this. So I will add everything and personalized everything that makes my life easier and to not rewrite everything. So I will try again to open it into Webflow to see if it works. It's working. Is it working? Yes. So here, another thing, for example, is that if I work into Webflow, so we have the main wrapper here and section hero. And you have into client first, you have section hero, padding global, container large, and then you have the content here. So what I will do, so it will be neutral, okay? So I will not have the things here, but it will be blank. But here, for example, I will add something, so Control E, and then you have, for example, an empty div, because you know that you will need a div, and then you will call it, I don't know, wrap, because it's a wrap in general, the first block that I will do, and then the content. So you have your I don't know wrap, but of course it should be without a class or whatever, just a div block. But you know you will have to do this again and again. So Control A, yes, okay, Control Shift A, and then what you do is create a content that you call, for example, section slash neutral, okay, and then you have now yeah, I'm already into the components. This is why. So here you see in the main wrapper, now I have my component in the style guide. And then what happened is when I'm in the main wrapper, I need a new section. I don't have to work long. I find section here, I add it, and I can, for example, unlink the component. And then here you see that I have my section that is pre-built. So of course you don't call it section hero. You call it the right name. It's section, and then you will add or a new name, a new class and stuff. You know your work, because it should be a component on your style guide, empty, or just a section, for example, and then you will call it a section, I don't know, here, and then unable to save changes again. So they still have a lot of problems since the week they had the 3 days shutdown. That's crazy. Guys, just leave Webflow and go on Webstudio and stuff. I will show you one last thing. So this is stuff that you can do into your style guide to gain a lot of time, okay? And you can create other types of components if you want that already built into your style guide and stuff. And then for your client, what you can do is, oh my God, imagine, guys, the time lost with Webflow when you have here to wait 1 minute here each time you go to the dashboard. So imagine 5 minutes, 10 minutes per day. 10 minutes per day, multiplied it by 5. So you have almost 1 hour each week lost just for this. And then previously unsaved change. Unsaved changed means maybe you built 10 things, 10 sections and stuff for your full page. If you leave the page, you're dead. It's not saved. And then you can work again. You lost maybe 2 hours of work. So it's 3 hours per week. So you look, yes, guys, that's not possible. So yeah, I think so. You see, and you understand what I mean. Now, the solution outside of Webflow, you can still use Reloom. It's not just with Webflow, even if they are specialized into Webflow. And please, Reloom, if you look at this video, please make I don't know, maybe other partnerships or just explanation to work with other businesses. And it will benefit you when Webflow will be definitely done. So, but they anticipated, and this is great. So Reloom has React library, so you can copy paste also all the components as for Tailwind. So if you hard code, you can use the Reloom library, which is incredible. And then you can also, so here I have to upgrade, but I can copy paste the HTML, which is really great. So into Webstudio, which is the one that I recommend to replace Webflow definitively. This is open source. There are many good things about it, but they have a block that is an HTML element, okay? And inside you can copy paste Tailwind code. So Tailwind HTML, and then so you can copy paste your Reloom components directly from the website here to Webstudio. So this is amazing. Then you have TeleportHQ, which I love a lot also, because their AI to build website is really crazy. It's maybe lovable and stuff. They are here. Reloom is here, and Squarespace is a bit here, and TeleportHQ is here. Okay, they are really good. I was really impressed because they understand that we have to use components. It's a bit technical, but they understand the game here. It's a bit like Webstudio, but a bit easier because the headless CMS integration has 4 different CMS. So you can choose, and it's easier to connect. So what is great with TeleportHQ is that they have a plugin into Figma. And from the plugin into Figma, you can copy paste a design from Figma to TeleportHQ. So I tested it, and it's just crazy. It works super well, super fast. So what you can do still is you can build from your Reloom components into Figma, and then from Figma, you can copy paste the components into TeleportHQ via the plugin of TeleportHQ. So you can still, with TeleportHQ and Webstudio, use Reloom. So that's crazy, guys. Maybe it will need a bit more of work than with Webflow, of course, because they started with Webflow. But this accelerate the process and still give a great advantage in quality and time. One thing that I didn't mention is the checklist. So here we can call that checklist. So a checklist also can be for hi-fi design. You can do a checklist for hi-fi design. So what a checklist is different from here. So this is a flow chart, okay? This is the high view, the bird view of the workflow. And the checklist, it's the workflow, the little squares here in details. So designers should have one, okay? But most designers don't have one. That is sad. And here for a Webflow that I use, and I personalize one for other website builders. But the one that I recommend and that I used also for years is this checklist. So this is made by Flow Gurus. Okay. So this is specialized for Webflow, but you can adapt it for anything else. And this is as this is built in Notion, you can personalize it, as I said, for the style guides. So what is this list? So I'm not affiliated with Flowguru or whatever. I gain nothing to show you this, but this is also um, you have to get this if you build in Webflow, and if you build website in general, you have to get something very similar. And so you have videos here to explain everything in details. Here, uh, as you see here, I want to show you. You have big steps. So the introduction of the checklist. So step 1, review and preps. Step 2, so Webflow. Step 3, and inside everything, so you will click, for example, here, it will open another window with checklists, and it reviews everything in detail. It's so much details that you can't forget anything during the build. Okay, so configure the configuration of the SEO, of the coding, of the style guides, of the font, of the colors, everything, the post launch, the transfer to someone, to the client, quality check and test. Um, Duplicating the old website with some specific tools and stuff. And if you go through this checklist, it's you can't forget anything. If you come back later to the project, you have this checklist to remember what to do. And so this is a must-have to work with. I use it for years, literally. You have a template that you duplicate for each of your clients, and of course, this template, as the style guide, you can personalize it and reuse it across your project. So this is a must-have. You can't work on Webflow without this. And now I think it's something that you have to use for any type of building, and everybody, designers, for each type of work online, you can have it. You have it also for physical, for work in the real world. I can say sometimes you have entire checklist for security checklist and stuff like that. And so here you can manage your development from A to Z without forgetting anything. And this is just easier. It removes overload in your brain. You have also quality consistency and stuff like that. So this is absolutely great, and it's really cheap. It's $47. So just get it and work with it. After that, we have so the post-launch monitoring and documentation that you have to give to your client, or if you are a business owner that builds the website himself. Don't forget to document when you encounter a problem and stuff, something like this. Open a Google Doc or whatever, and put the links to the solutions of your problem and stuff like that. This is what I do for my clients also. I give documentations, I don't know, for API, stuff like that. I don't do gatekeeping or whatever. I don't care about it. I give the documentation because I want people to be autonomous on what they have. I'm transparent, and you should be transparent of yourself, and it will be great for you when you encounter the same problem to have the documentation. And in general, I do a quick loom of the website, how to use, for example, Webflow or Webstudio, the basics, and of the documentation, how to access it, and everything. This is faster with Loom. It's visual. It's very interesting. So I don't use Loom for now. I use Tela, that is now better than Loom, but Loom is great also. No problem to use it. If for more corporate side, Tela is better for doing like YouTube videos and stuff, but it's great also. And after, of course, the website, you have the marketing phase, because now it's not just a paper page. It needs ads, it needs SEO work, social media. So of course the SEO is made with the copy and stuff, but you have to produce maybe a blog article or whatever. So ads, social media contents, because now you have to bring traffic to your website here, but this is a whole different expertise and work. So here is my full website building, full workflow. Inside each steps, there are steps, of course, but this is how I work. And for yourself, for everything that you do into your business, for your team, if you're a business owner, an agency owner, a freelance, or everything you do, document it. You can make videos from it. You can use it to as knowledge for your company. If you hire someone new, you can throw it to their face, and if they are complete beginners, they can follow it. Also, you can see where there is problems. For example, you will see, okay, my website strategy deck, there are problems within it. Maybe we struggle at this stage, maybe we struggle at this stage, so how can we improve here? And then you can have a vision of what happened into your processes and into your company. So this is it for today. If you like this type of content and it was useful for you, please like and subscribe. It's free, it's just below the video. And maybe see you later. You have link to my services below the video. And thanks for watching.